JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, missing St. Ann teen found unharmed. Amanda Prince, otherwise called Kibby, a 14-year-old student of the Marcus Garvey Technical High School, who was reported missing, was reunited with her family on Saturday morning. Prince, who is from the Farmers Heights community in St. Ann's Bay, had been missing since Thursday, September 16. She was found unharmed. According to police reports, she was staying with a friend at Colgate District in St. Ann. Prince was earlier today at the St. Ann's Bay police station with her mother. The St. Ann police said they'll continue to investigate the matter and assist her to get medically examined. 23-year-old man charged following stabbing incident in St. Catherine. 23-year-old Nicholas Gilbert, otherwise called Hot Jerk, of North Street, Old Harbour in St. Catherine, has been charged with wounding with intent following an incident in the parish on Tuesday, October 5. Reports are that about 7 a.m., Gilbert allegedly used the knife to stab a man with whom he had a dispute. The police were summoned and the injured man was taken to the hospital, where he was admitted in serious condition. Gilbert was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. Man shot and killed on Salt Spring Road. A man was shot and killed on Salt Spring Road in St. James on Thursday. Dead is 33-year-old Monier Beckford of Albion Mews in the parish. Reports are that about 11:45 a.m., police responded to calls that explosions were heard in the area. On the arrival, Beckford's body was seen with multiple gunshot wounds, slumped over the steering wheel of a Toyota Axia motor car. Beckford was assisted to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Detectives assigned to the Montego Hills Police are investigating the incident. Thursday's police operation was a waste of time. Residents of Glendavon in Montego Bay, St. James, say a massive police operation that took place in the community on Thursday was a waste of time. Police and military personnel swarmed the area, searching for several suspects believed to be involved in Wednesday's brazen daylight gun attack in Montego Bay, which left 3 people dead and 7 others injured. But residents say the police would have been better off searching anywhere else but the community. Then them really expect who them a look for day after them movie style thing there? One man asked. I just hope them not harass nobody or arrest no one innocently. Another resident said if the alleged suspects have not already fled the island, they might not come back to the community until things cool down. The residents say Wednesday's gruesome incident stemmed from an ongoing dispute between men in the community and that the intended target was believed to have been in the car that was attacked. They further expressed that the target is reportedly a shotter who was claimed the gunmanship for the community. They said the target sealed his fate when he killed a good man from the community recently. Him get charged and go court, and the judge give him bail and tell him not to come back here. But the same them the back here walk with gun. Me say one of them man there where they did the car did bail him, one resident said. That same brother there, not afraid for walk and bust up shot in the community. Him claim him a done, chose certain man did that easy, another resident added. St. Elizabeth man charged with robbery with aggravation. A 24-year-old man is to answer to the charge of robbery with aggravation following his arrest in connection with an incident in Point District, St. Elizabeth on Friday, October 1. Reports are that about 6 p.m. an unsuspected man was making his way home when an armed robber held him up with a knife and robbed him of $11,500. A report was made to the police, and the robber was identified as Dushana Malcolm of White District in the parish. He was arrested and later charged. Investigations continue. Sykes say Bodyguard policy shift ill-conceived. Chief Justice Brian Sykes says the decision by the government to revamp the Protective Services Division of the police force and to redeploy trained cops to the front line of crime fighting is ill-conceived. The policy shift was announced on Wednesday by National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang in a statement in the House of Representatives. Chang said the Public Officials Protection System Policy POPS would provide an objective, assessment-based framework for providing close protection support to public officials. Noting that 315 of the division's 500 cops were assigned to protect public officials, Chang charged that this was an untenable situation and did not serve the best interests of the police, public officials, or the wider Jamaican society. He argued that those police personnel should be more focused on fighting crime, as he observed that threats against public officials in Jamaica were low. But speaking at a virtual event put on by the judiciary yesterday, Sykes raised concerns that the policy may negatively affect judges. He explained that under the policy, judges of the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal who will be in Category 1 will continue to be protected by police bodyguards, while in Category 2, parish court judges will be provided with security from private security companies. No provision, he said, has been made for master judges. Sykes said it is his understanding that parish judges, most of whom are women who travel long distances, will not receive automatic protection from the police because of the presumption that they are low risk. We have grave concerns about that because in a situation where the executive says that it is taking active steps to deal with organized crime, many of the crimes committed by persons involved in organized criminal activities are tried in the parish court. So in that context, where there is a bid to cripple and to dismantle over 200 gangs operating in Jamaica, the decision has been taken to remove automatic security from the Jamaica Constabulary Force to these judges, most of whom are females who are traveling long hours. So quite a remarkable decision there, he said. Further, Sykes said, based on the policy, the permanent secretary in the National Security Ministry will decide whether security will be offered to parish judges based on an analysis that will be done by the police. No, the document does not say that if the JCF recommends security, that the permanent secretary has to accept. So the permanent secretary has a discretion regardless of what the JCF recommends, the chief judge said. Additionally, Sykes said he is also concerned about the recommendation for private security companies to offer protection to parish judges. He noted that several firms are often litigants and that this decision has the potential to undermine the independence of the judiciary and the integrity of the process. He suggested a revision of the policy, especially as it regards the protection of judges at the lower court. Wholeness to tear down zinc fences and build new housing in St. Andrew West Central. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced an infrastructure overhaul program in his St. Andrew West Central constituency that will include the tearing down of zinc fences and the construction of new and improved housing, which he said constituents must pay for. An adamant Holness, who made the announcement recently in Tower Hill, told constituents that the high level of squatting throughout the area must stop and that persons cannot continue to live for free. We have grown accustomed to living free basically, but if you want better, there's a cost. We now have to start to figure out how we're going to pay for them. If you're willing to pay for them, and I'm working hard to make it more affordable, then I think we can reach a solution. This place is special to my heart, the Prime Minister said. Holness pointed to buildings that have been erected illegally that did not exist when he became MP over 20 years ago and warned persons that the land cannot hold any more squatters. I'm concerned about your housing. I came over 20 years ago. Since then, the informal settlement has expanded. This piece of land can't carry any more people, and so I have a project which is on its way, and those who are going to be affected have been advised already. We're going to put in a proper road coming in, and those buildings there will have to be removed, and this entire section going back down to the gully will have to be removed and improved, and we'll have to build new housing for them. We await approval from the National Environment and Planning Agency and the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation and all kinds of things. We're going through that process now. We plan to improve the place. Zinc fences that are here, we plan to take them down. Some of the houses that are too close to the road, we may have to take off a piece and build it back so that you can have easy access. The upgrade of the community is not just about the physical infrastructure of light, water, roads and internet, but you also have to upgrade how you think. Also a part of the plans to improve the lives of residents. Holness announced that a basic school and a golden age home will be built in Tower Hill to accommodate some of the uncared for elderly persons in the constituency. We're going to build a basic school. The funding is already settled and the planning is almost done. The Jamaica Social Investment Fund is going to build a golden age home because one of the things of concern to me when I was a younger MP and moving around was the number of senior citizens that were unattended and uncared for, the Prime Minister said. A lot of older persons did not work formally in their productive years. They have gotten older and are just in a room catch up somewhere. A neighbor might give them a little dinner now and again. Somebody might go and change them or comb their ear, he added. 225 new COVID-19 cases, 14 additional deaths. Jamaica recorded 225 new COVID-19 cases and 14 deaths on Friday, bringing the overall infection total to 85,905. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported that the new cases comprise 143 females and 82 males with ages ranging from 37 days to 93 years. The cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 53, Kingston and St. Andrew, 58, Clarendon, 17, St. James, 21, Westmoreland, 4, Hanover, 8, Manchester, 5, Portland, 2, St. Mary, 9, St. Thomas, 1, Trelawney, 6, St. Elizabeth, 14, and St. Anne, 27. Meanwhile, 15 more deaths were recorded, bringing the virus death toll to 1,995. The deceased are a 78-year-old male, a 68-year-old female, a 56-year-old male, an 88-year-old female, and a 60-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 69-year-old male, an 81-year-old female, and a 44-year-old female from St. Catherine, an 81-year-old male from Portland, a 70-year-old male from St. Anne, a 45-year-old female, a 77-year-old male, a 50-year-old female, and a 41-year-old male from St. Elizabeth, a 72-year-old female from St. Thomas. The deaths occurred between October 4 and October 7, 2021. In the meantime, 146 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 54,094. Currently, 415 people are hospitalized, 34 of which are critically ill, 55 are severely ill, and 109 are moderately ill. There are 29,232 confirmed active COVID-19 cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.